Time to test your skills. If you claim to be really good with a commander, you should prove it. I'm talking about solos here because if you're actually as good as you say you are, you don't need to rely on your allies' help. For more details about the kinds of tests and the testing rules, check out this video here. Abathur is one of the strongest commanders in the game since the beginning. As long as you know how to use his toolkit, he can take on pretty much every mutator. He's good at both head-on fights and multitasking, so there are tests for both of these for any prestige of your choice. But just don't use P3 unless you want to flex. Let's start with head-on. The quiz is Firewall. Are you able to clear the mines in a timely manner so that Orana doesn't get blown up? You may need to re-roll a few times to get a good mine spawn pattern. The midterm is Growing Threat. How's your unit control? How will you avoid getting blown up by hybrids? The final exam is League of Vermilions. This one is probably the most difficult Heroes mutation for Abathur because you can kinda just spawn camp the others. How's your Heroes knowledge then? The dissertation is Call It a Comeback. You will need to know the map patterns so that you won't be out of position during double waves. The enemy comp matters, so fight a weak one to make your life easier. This mutation is hard enough as it is, so there won't be any enemy comp restrictions for this one, but that'll change with the next one. Now let's go on to multitasking. The quiz is Watch the Skies. This doubles as a missile command test. Enemy comp matters here as well, so the following comps are not allowed. They are a bit too weak. The midterm is Sheer Chaos. This mutation will test your ability to clear the map while dealing with multiple waves from different angles. Enemy comp matters again, but you cannot choose the following comps because they're a bit too weak. The final exam is Doomsday Report. It's always this one, because this is just a great mutation. You'll need to be on top of everything in order to survive. The dissertation is Call of the Void. There haven't been any tests with reanimators or void rifts, so let's put them together. The difficulty spike from the final exam will be great, so consider practicing Portal Power or other rift mutations before attempting this one. I didn't want to include multiple void rift mutations, so I decided on this instead. And now the skill tests. First skill is beating a difficult Dead of Night mutation. Abathur is one of the best defensive commanders, and he gets even stronger as the nights go on. But can you survive that long? The next skill test is to beat one of these minor evacuation mutations using Vipers. No abduct cheese. Use Vipers to stall. Of course, you can use regular combat units as well. The next skill test is winning against killbots that you can't stop, and that will be on Locked and Loaded. It's basically speedrunning LNL with a mutator that forces you to act quickly. The next skill test is to farm biomass even when laser drill is active. Get 150 to 200 biomass before 4 minutes, half of that if there's just die. Next, get perfect tempo by spawn camping all 3 spawn points. An all ground comp is easier, but it's not required. Let's not forget about P1. P1 shines versus Black Death, so use it to beat one of these mutations. The last skill test is to make a reanimator zoo using Vipers. Normally he doesn't have to cheese reanimators, but sometimes it's necessary. Unlike the zoo using workers, using Vipers is more reliable. So, Abathur main, are you up to the challenge? Here's a checklist of the tests. Cross them off as you complete them. Remember that you can use any prestige. And these are the skill tests. And that's the end of the tests. Like and subscribe if you want more tests for other commanders. Comment your thoughts on the challenges. If you want to submit a test for review, please go to my Discord. People who complete the tests can have their runs listed in my Hall of Fame sheet. Check it out in the description. Thanks to all the members who are supporting me. If you like this kind of content and would like to join, check out the link in the description below. After you try these tests, why don't you check out some of the previous ones? They'll be appearing on the screen shortly. See you there.